I'm playing a sold-out stadium show today. 50,000 people are in the audience. But there's one gigantic twist. After this song, I will switch to the cheapest electric guitar you can buy on Amazon. My guitar tag is on the way, and this is where everything might completely fall apart. But first, how did I end up here? I dare you to play with the cheapest guitar you can find on Amazon. Well, challenge accepted. How about I play it in a sold-out stadium? But first, we're gonna have to order the guitar. Let's see what we can find. Look what we have right here. 89 euro. On the brand, it says MSA here, but it says Vision on the headstock, so I'm not sure what I'm buying here. But you know what, since it says heavy metal in the product description and it even comes with a cable, I think that's the one. While we wait for the guitar to arrive, let me show you the awesome rehearsal space for today. This is the main guitar I will use for the show. I'm trying not to get too used to this one. The cheap guitar finally arrived and it looks pretty crazy. My guitar tech is helping me with changing the strap locks to security locks. That way I won't drop it on stage, but that's kind of the least of my concerns with this crazy guitar. I'm testing it for the first time right here, and as you can see, the action, so the height of the strings, is not exactly optimal. It's very hard to play and we don't really have time for a proper setup. And I just heard that we're officially out of time for today, so I can't even rehearse the song that I want to play with this guitar, because right now it's time for the big orchestra to practice. We will bring them out during the set as a surprise, so we're not allowed to play our instruments anymore. I guess that's it for today. On the next day, we're in the stadium already for a quick sound check and setup. Iron Maiden played a sold-out show here yesterday, and I saw Metallica here a couple of years ago, so it's a pretty huge deal for me to play here. It's empty today, of course, but it still looks surreal. They're building the stadium catwalk or runway at the moment. But let me show you around backstage right now. You might be very curious about how the backstage looks like for a huge show like this. And spoiler alert, you might be a bit disappointed. No extravagant dressing rooms or catering areas or any of that. In fact, we only have this room for the entire band because there are so many people working here today. So most big stars that play in this stadium stay in a hotel until the very last second. But for me, this room is more than enough. You can see I already have my laptop and my recording interface set up here. So I will practice my solos here until it's time for sound check. Now let's check out the catering area together, if we can find it. As you can see, with big shows and venues like this, it's a little bit tricky and it takes a while until you memorize the layout. Today we're looking for a tent outside the venue, and I think I can see it already. Inside you get multiple options when it comes to your main dish and also different meals for lunch and dinner. So nothing too fancy or over the top. Now it's finally time to start the sound check, and the view from the stage is absolutely surreal, even if the stadium is empty. They're also filming a documentary for TV about this special show. I also get to appear in the movie, and right now I'm talking about my biggest fear, the runway being really wet at the day of the show because of rain, and then I slip and fall right before my big solo moment. I hope that won't happen.
das Amateur, Bruder, ich bin zu. Ab und zu das Amateur, 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 Bruder, ich bin zu.
On the day of the show, we get a police escort to the stadium, which is a pretty huge moment. I never experienced this. I feel like I'm in a movie. That's the only way of beating traffic today with 50,000 people on the way to the stadium right now. Then I get my hair and makeup done like a real star, so that I hopefully look presentable on live TV. After that, the production manager is showing us how to actually go on stage. Looks like we're walking through the crowd. He filmed the video from his point of view, telling us not to step on the white X, for example. Walking up on stage, so the first time the audience sees you on stage is something you don't want to mess up. And after we're all warmed up, it's finally time to walk to the stage.
Wirtschaft, über Schulden, über Sput und über Handkehr. Red miteinander, aber bitte nicht mit mir. Dort drüben ist Russland und die Schweden, da bin ich jetzt gerade und unten ist die Gier. Bernd! Wirtschaft, über Schulden, über Spurt und über Handkehr. Red miteinander, Russland und die Schweden, da bin ich jetzt rot und unten ist mit dir. Dankeschön! Vielen Dank, Dankeschön! dashboard. Rosita, Rosita, Rosita. Ma quando ridi, già rosica. La vita è musica. Non ho dashboard. Sei una sinfonia. Non ho dashboard. Thanks for me.
After the show, I actually gave away this iconic guitar that I ordered on Amazon just a couple of days before. Of course, it's not the most expensive guitar, but my biggest hope is that I turned another music fan into an actual musician. So to the kid that got the guitar, I hope you're watching this and I hope you're practicing with this guitar right now. And I hope that owning this guitar is the start of something very special for you. Who knows what it might be worth in a couple of years, so please don't sell it for $80. You might want to hold on to this instrument. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing because I would love to take you with me on more adventures like this one in the future. And if you enjoyed the guitar playing in this video, I added my Spotify link for you in the description and in the first comment down below. I would love to brighten your days with some music from now on. So click the link down below, check out my music on Spotify, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next adventure.